Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? My name is James, and welcome to the second actually episode of the UFC news. I did have about 10 videos of the UFC news on my old account, Suppressor XPL. That was before it actually did get taken down well, it didn't get taken down, but I decided to not actually use it anymore after it kind of failed as it got a copyright infringement. Don't know why, but yeah, it did. Something to do with gameplay or something. But yeah, from a Roy Nelson Czech Congo. So anyway, we're gonna move into our first piece of news, and it's about Gegarad Moussasi. So Gegarad Moussasi made a successful UFC debut last month in Sweden, but a re-aggravated knee is kept him on the shelf until a likely November or December return. Um, as Moussasi said, I'm planning on recovering, but I'm planning to enjoy life a little bit. Moussasi said with MMAJunkie.com. In the past, I've always been training, always about the sport. Once you have this injury, you discover other stuff. I plan on having a good time. Moussasi asked his fans late last month what they thought of him potentially moving to the middleweight division, as he was the former Dream middleweight champion. He also said, I believe if I go to 185, I'll be much stronger, Moussasi said. At the highest level, you don't want to give any advantage. If you look at John Jones, you don't want to fight a guy that's talented, has all the skills, and also has the strength. Then you give too much advantage away. I think that there's a big chance I will go. If the UFC says, come fight at 205, and if you win 2 or 3 times, we'll give you a title shot. If they say 185, because I was also a middleweight champion, maybe win one fight and maybe I can be a contender. Whatever is the fastest way to the belt. So this is kind of a cool piece of news that Gegarad Moussasi could be fighting at middleweight again. He was the Dream champion before. In Can't remember back when it was, but yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So the next piece of news is about Jake Shields. So after having bounced back and forth between 185-pound and 170-pound weight classes, Jake Shields returns to the welterweight division for good against Tyron Woodley at UFC 161, and either expects to either knock him out or submit him. I'll most likely stay at 170 pounds. I've been back and forth between welterweight and middleweight. Shields recently told video journalist Rick Lee, I've actually been successful at middleweight, but these guys are so big, I have a hard time. I walk around at 190 and I'm fighting these guys. A lot come down from 210. When you get in the cage and I feel it, they're just a little stronger than me, bigger frame. Overall, I hate cutting weight, but 170 is probably my best weight. Despite being fined and suspended for testing a positive substance after his decision win over Ed Herman, which did get overturned to a no contest, Shields expects a higher ranked opponent. I was a little surprised at getting Tyron Woodley, he said. I was hoping to fight someone in the top 5, like Jake Ellenberger, again, or Carlos Condit or Rory McDonald. I was hoping to get one of those huge names, but Tyron Woodley is a respectable opponent. I think he's ranked 10th, somewhere around there. He's coming off a big knockout, and he's certainly a worthy opponent. He's coming, so I can't complain about the fight. He's a tough guy, great wrestler, all-American wrestler. Heavy hands, Shields continued. He's a tough guy, but I think I've got a lot more experience and just advantages anywhere. Striking, I think I can beat him. I think I could beat him on the ground. I think I could tap him. Better conditioning. I feel like it's my time. I want to go out there and bring a lot of pressure and break him. Shields has won Elite XC, Strikeforce, Shoto, Gladiator Challenge titles, and feels this fight is important to get his name back in the mix of contenders for UFC welterweight division. So, to be honest, the 34-year-old has kind of passed his peak now. Jake Shields, when he first came into the UFC, I honestly thought he could have been the man to stop Georges St-Pierre, but obviously I was completely wrong. Jake Shields is kind of boring fighter, to be honest. He just kind of like the George St. Pierre strategy. He takes the opponent down and kind of lays and preys on him. But hopefully we'll see a different side to Jake Shields now. I hope to see Jake Shields actually impress me for once. So yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This has been the MMA news, or UFC news, sorry. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. My name has been James. I've been your host, and we'll see you next time, guys, and peace.